everybody, it's Carolyn and welcome back. And today it is time for Friday Flips and Flops. And first I want to ask you about the Friday Flips and Flops. I didn't know if you were getting kind of bored of them. You know, it seems like that they've kind of gone down in, you know, some of the views and that kind of thing. So I didn't know whether you wanted me to continue to do them or if you would rather that I just do a monthly favorite and not do the Fridays. So, you know, I'm going to leave that to you guys. So you just let me know what you want. So if you could comment up below which one you like better, that'd be great. Okay, so let's see what I'm flipping over this week. These I have in my giveaway, which will be on Sunday. And, you know, I pulled them out when I showed them in the video, and I was like, I need to pull those out and use them. And it's the La Rock little candy bar palettes. And this is the one I have on today, and it's called the Plum Eye. And so I really like these. I just, you know, you get a lot of palettes, and, you know, even as much as you try to rotate them, then sometimes you will kind of forget. So, yeah, I think a weekly basket of trying to rotate your things is a good way to try to not neglect, you know, things that gets pushed to the back, which I'm guilty of myself. So the other one is, and I thought, well, I'll just use these all week. Love them. So I'll show you the one that I don't use, and the reason why is just grays don't particularly look good on me. And this is more of a gray, I'd say more of a gray than a blue, but it is kind of a blue-gray to it. And these colors aren't, like I said, they're not very flattering to me. It does have that matte black in it and a really pretty brow bone color as well. So those two I would definitely reach for, but these two, not so much, you know. So, but it's just my coloring. It just doesn't look so well on me. Okay, foundation. I've been trying to, well, I saw this in there and I was like, you know, I really need to use that. And it is the Double Wear Light. Because once I had gotten the Hourglass Tinted Moisturizer, I was using that. Because for the summertime, that is really perfect for the summertime. It, you know, is light. You definitely not a full coverage makeup, but it is light. It is great for the summertime. And I think this is as well. But I wore the other one more. So I wanted to use this, you know, and use it up. And so I've been mixing this, of course, with just a little pump of my Estee Lauder Double Wear. And so I like it. So I've been using that. Okay. For blushes this week, I've been using my, what is this one? Fantastico Mauve. I just think this is really pretty. So I like that a lot. And then this one from MAC, which is, this is from the Aquatic collection. It's See Me, Hear Me. These you know could find probably maybe at Amazon or eBay, I should say, and or at a CCO. I like that one too. I pulled out my Bahama Mama bronzer. This one being matte, of course I like it, and being that it's, you know, more of that, you know, brown, just brown. I like that. I don't like the ones that have too much orange to them. So, using that. Also, the Mary Luminizer. I've been trying to use that because, you know, that's been put back and I haven't been using it. To me, I have to just remember to be light-handed with it because it will give you a, you know, good highlight there. I don't have it on today. Today I'm just staying in, I think. But it's very, let me put it back here on that's wet where I just wiped those off. Let me put it back here and see if you can see it. See there? Well, that was a terrible place to put it. Maybe, no, you can see it. But anyway, I've been pulling that out and trying to use it to, highlight. It just takes a long time to, or it does for me, to use very much highlight, because, it just takes such a little bit. Let's see here. Lipsticks this week. I heard Laura from Makeup Shakeup, she had talked about one of her favorites, and I love this lipstick, and I had not pulled it out. And it is the Color Whisper and Lust for Blush. And it is so pretty. And that's what I have on today. And so I remembered, and I was like, oh, well, let me grab that. So really like it a lot. And this brush. I've talked about this brush before, but I just reach for this brush. Well, I have two of them. And I just reach for it every time I put my makeup on, And it is the number 19. It's the Sephora number 19 Pro Crease Brush. I love this brush. If I didn't have this, I don't know how I'd put my makeup on before. I mean, I just love it. I love the way it has that point to it right at the end. And it will just lay that in there, and you can blend it out I love it. So, after I'd gotten the first one and saw how much I loved it, I went back and got another one. So, anyway, love, love, love this brush. Okay, oh, another lipstick. I didn't tell you this one, which I pull out these nudes from the L'Oreal. They're quick. They're just right here, so I just grab them. And this is Eva's nude, which is very pretty right here. And for nails this week, I know several of you had asked me in one of my, I think it was my last video, it may have been, what nail color I had on. And this is the Zoya in Rue. And it's a cream. And this is from last year's fall collection. And I think it was a fall collection. Anyway, they just came out with their newest ones too, and they're kind of remind me a whole lot of this lighter. Of course, they got into still some mauve kind of colors, but also in some deeper, richer brown. Like Marnie's is brown, and some berry kind of colors. So I love Zoya polishes. The one I have on today is Spa Ritual, and this is in, I cannot see it. It is in Days of Wine and Roses, and I love it. It's very pretty. This one, I found it to be a thinner kind of polish. Even though that's, it's 2 coats is all I needed, and it gave a beautiful shine. And I just have out the door on top, my top coat. But it's a thinner, so you had to be careful, that you kept wiping off your brush. If not, it would run. So I love that one. Okay, flops. I do have flops this week. I knew it would happen, but I just didn't know when. This I had bought a little while back, and I continue to use it. I've used it on and off because I use the Origins Ginseng Moisturizer, and that is my ultimate favorite for my oily skin. So this I'd seen, which is the Simple, it's Sensitive Skin Moisturizer, hydrating, it's lightweight, like this. So I thought, well, maybe this could replace the ginseng, because the Origins is, a little bit more pricier. But it just doesn't. For my skin, and I've told y'all before, I have extremely oily skin. I thought probably the older I would get, that the drier it would become, but it hasn't been that way. And, I'm sure dry skin's hard to deal with as oily skin. So, but this just wasn't, this was too much for my skin, actually. And so I'm not going to be able to use it. So this was a flop for me. Another flop for me is I don't know if I've already showed you that video. I picked up several different foundation samples. And one of them is the YSL, and it's the brand new one that's out. This says Latent BD20 is what color. And this, for me, it just doesn't work on my skin. It is just too, I just break through it and get so shiny in just no time. I thought the way it sounded, it would be great for, oily skin, but it just wasn't for me. It has a nice feel to it when you put it on. I mean, it does feel really nice. I'll just show you some. I mean, it's a liquidy, I should have wiped that off. But anyway, here it is there. Of course, this color is, well, Carolyn, get it where you can see it. That color is so not good for me. It feels, it just feels really, really nice. Almost velvety, silky. It just feels wonderful. But it broke down quickly. So, I've tried it once. I'm going to try it again, but this, no. I don't want to, when you get a foundation, you don't want to have to work at it so hard to get it to stay on. If it's for oily skin or what, I try to lean towards some of those that will help control oils and, be for my skin type. And by what I'd heard of this, that's what I thought. But for me, no. So I would say if you were planning on any of these new foundations, like I said, I just picked up, I went ahead and got the Dior Star, I got the new one from Laura Mercier, I got the YSL, and just the little samples. And that way I'm not spending a ton of money, plus I'm not buying it, taking it home, contaminated by trying it on, and if I can get a sample, I'd rather do that. So, saves me time from having to take it back. And then I can, there was plenty in here to put on for a couple, 3 times. So, that was my flop. The giveaway is on Sunday. So, make sure you tune in on Sunday and I will come on and announce the winner. I'm getting stuff together. A lot of great questions. Thank you so much. I've been writing those down. And so I think it's going to take a couple of videos to do those. Because there's quite a few questions and I'm tickled. So, because there was some really good questions there. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.